Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am warning you with absolute authority. This is not a random coincidence. The algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. Heaven intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a massive and permanent timeline shift that will change everything. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees the breakthrough you have been desperately crying out for. Lock your attention right now. Someone who treated you as replaceable is currently experiencing a full-blown internal system crash. And it is a completely public, irreversible collapse. You know exactly who I am talking about. They walked around with absolute arrogance for years. They constructed a completely false narrative about you, and they whispered those toxic lies to absolutely anyone who would listen to them. They expected your departure to break you, but instead you became the uncertainty they were never built to handle. Now the very people they used to gossip with are watching them unravel. Their mask has not just slipped, it has completely shattered in front of everyone. Buckle in, beloved anointed ones, because what you are about to hear today is not just commentary on a situation. It is a highly specific and undeniable X-ray of the massive meltdown that is happening behind their closed doors right now. The ones who stole your light are literally begging for salvation, and heaven is commanding you not to save them. They thought they could drain your energy forever. They used you as a human battery to fuel their empty lives. Every time they felt small, they manufactured drama to steal your peace. And you freely gave them your light because your spirit is incredibly pure, and you loved them with a depth they could not comprehend. But they took your pure empathy and weaponized it against you. They mocked your kindness while secretly relying on it to survive. But the dynamic has fundamentally shifted. When you finally walked away and permanently cut the cord, you did not just leave a room or end a simple conversation. You cut off their only authentic oxygen supply. At first, they pretended they did not care. They paraded around with their new fake friends, and they desperately tried to make you jealous of their miserable lives. But that grand illusion is crumbling very fast right now because they are completely suffocating without your pure guiding light. They are checking your social media from fake accounts. They are asking about you through mutual contacts. They are desperately looking for a crack in your armor. They want to see you miserable and broken, but instead, they see you glowing with an ageless light. Absolutely nothing makes them sicker than watching you step into your absolute power and realizing that they can never stop you. You walked through their fire and came out shining like a diamond. Do not let your empathy become your downfall this time. The cycle breaker must be absolutely ruthless when dealing with these desperate energy vampires who want to drag you down. If you reach your hand into their deep darkness to pull them out, they will simply grab you and drag you back down. Their begging is not real repentance. It is just the frantic manipulation of a starving parasite. They do not miss you. They miss the fuel you provided for their toxic ego. Let us go deeper into what you are feeling right now. There is a physical reason you have been feeling that heavy weight this week. You are not crazy, and it is not just stress. Think about that suffocating tightness in your chest. Think about the terrifying nights when you wake up at exactly 3:00 in the morning and you cannot breathe. Your jaw is tight and your heart is racing. Their face suddenly flashes in your mind out of nowhere. Listen to me very carefully right now. That is not a medical condition. You are not suffering from anxiety. That heavy physical weight you feel in your chest is actually your highly advanced spirit detecting their absolute panic across the energetic distance. You are an empath and a living antenna. Your physical body is absorbing the frantic energy of the enemy who just realized they have permanently lost all access to you. They are screaming into the spiritual void, and the backlash is hitting your physical body. Stop wondering why they act like nothing happened in public. You must stop swallowing that awful burning feeling in your throat every single time their name is mentioned around you. You have been waiting in wound for an apology that will never come. But you do not need their apology to claim your victory. Their public unraveling is the only validation you will ever need. Heaven is executing divine justice right before your eyes. You must unplug your nervous system from their broadcast. Every single time you feel that heavy chest pain, you must immediately recognize it as a clear signal of their total defeat. It is not your pain. It is their desperate vibration trying to latch onto your light one last time. You must declare your freedom out loud. You must remind the universe that your energy belongs exclusively to you. You are the sun, and they are just shadows. This brings us to a critical distinction that escapes the vast majority of people. Most people believe that silence is a passive state. They think that walking away means you gave up the fight. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You did not lose. Your absolute silence was the most violent and destructive weapon you could have possibly deployed against them in this spiritual war. You starved their demons without lifting a single finger. Let us go deeper into what your physical body has been trying to tell you. The Matrix programming wants you to believe you are simply tired. They want you to think you are just getting older and burning out. But that heavy exhaustion in your bones is not natural, and you have been carrying a massive spiritual weight that was never yours to hold. You were functioning as a human battery. Think about those terrifying nights when you bolt awake at exactly 3 in the morning. Your heart is pounding, your jaw is locked tight, and there is a thick fog sitting heavily over your mind while you struggle to catch a single breath. The modern medical system will label this as anxiety and try to medicate you. But the raw truth is far more sinister. Your nervous system is reacting to a massive energetic withdrawal. You were born as an empath with a rare and pristine light. You operate on a frequency that most people can only dream of. And because your light is so incredibly bright, you naturally attract people who live in absolute darkness and desperately need someone to save them. They did not come to you because they wanted to love you. They came because they were starving, and you were the only stabilizer in their chaotic reality. They plugged their chaotic energy directly into your pure spirit. Every time they felt insecure, they manufactured drama just to drain your peace. You thought you were helping a broken soul heal. You poured your golden energy into a bottomless pit of need, but they were never actually trying to heal their own wounds. They were only using your pristine energy to maintain their false mask in front of the world. If your spirit confirms this raw truth right now, you must take physical action. Gently press the like button to put a spiritual shield around this divine revelation. This simple physical act seals your energetic alignment with heaven. It sends a clear signal that you are taking your power back, and you are officially closing their unauthorized access to your spiritual battery forever. Now look at the physical toll it took on your daily life. The brain fog that makes it hard to focus on your own goals, the sudden financial blockages that appeared out of nowhere, the chronic fatigue that no amount of sleep can ever fix. You did not do anything wrong. This is exactly what happens when a parasitic entity siphons your divine frequency to fund their own survival while leaving you absolutely empty. The world wants to convince you that this is a normal phase of life. They will tell you to just drink more water or try to let it go. But you cannot simply let go of a spiritual attack. Your body is physically bruised from functioning as a shock absorber. You absorbed their toxic karma so they could look innocent to everyone else, and now your body is purging that poison. You must understand why their reaction was always so aggressive. You were not an anomaly in their healthy life. You were the mirror. When they looked at your pure light, it forced them to see their own rotting soul. They punished you for exposing what they desperately tried to hide. The reaction got this loud because you got closer to their truth than anyone else. When you finally collapsed from exhaustion, they walked away without a single ounce of guilt. They looked at your drained state and called you weak. But they grossly miscalculated the resilience of a chosen one. You are not a regular person who stays broken forever. While they are out there searching for a new battery, you are quietly regenerating your divine strength in the protective shadows of heaven. This incubation season of isolation is not a punishment. Your profound loneliness is actually a protection protocol. Heaven removed everyone from your circle, so the enemy could not use them to access your energy again. You are being kept in the dark so your roots can grow deep. Every physical symptom you feel is just your nervous system detoxing their poison. Stop blaming yourself for trusting them. Your toxic trait was not that you loved too much or that you were stupid. Your only mistake was projecting your beautiful heart onto a hollow shell. You assumed they had a soul because you have one. But you are dealing with an entity that simply mimics human emotions to extract whatever they need from you. You always felt like the black sheep of every room you entered. You felt completely alienated, even inside your own family. This feeling of being fundamentally different is not a flaw. You are the cycle breaker that heaven has been waiting for. The Matrix isolated you because your frequency naturally disrupts their control systems and threatens their lies. And this is where the entire dynamic fundamentally shifts. They thought leaving you drained would permanently end your story. They thought they stole your destiny along with your energy. But the spiritual cost of their betrayal was compounding every single day they ignored you. They stole your light, but they have absolutely no idea how to sustain it without you physically present. And that is exactly why they are crashing right now. Here is what they never told you about your exhaustion. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not faith. It is absolutely not your daily human discipline. It is not even a matter of karma. It is controlled by one highly specific brainwave. Scientists have a very specific hidden name for it. They quietly call this frequency the gamma wave. And it is the exact frequency your brain was running when you were an innocent child. Back then, your ideas came to you easily. Learning new things felt completely and utterly effortless. You somehow knew things right before they happened. The world felt like it was completely on your side. Then adulthood arrived, and the modern world went to work on you. The chronic stress of daily life took over. The glowing screens drained your natural energy away. The endless survival routine slowly broke your spirit. The Matrix systems trained you to conform instead of create. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further. It was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface, until the version of you with lightning intuition and the kind of luck that makes others whisper went completely silent. When your gamma frequency fades, your genius fades with it. Your daily synchronicities completely stop happening around you. The universe goes totally quiet in your daily life. Most people will live their entire lives without knowing this happened to them. But you are definitely not like most ordinary people. Your financial blockages and that heavy brain fog are directly linked to this suppressed frequency. You are exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your natural wealth-attracting state. But this is exactly where the spiritual dynamic shifts. Let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. You probably did not realize it at the time, but your silence was a lethal weapon. You thought walking away was just a desperate act of daily survival. You thought you were just hiding away to heal your deep wounds. But your absolute silence was the most destructive force you could have ever unleashed upon them. They fully expected you to fight back and scream loudly. They wanted you to send angry paragraphs explaining your deep pain. They desperately needed you to react, because your reaction is the fuel that powers their entire false reality. When you cry out in pain, they feel incredibly powerful. When you argue with them, they feel incredibly important. Your emotional chaos is truly their absolute favorite food. But you did the one brilliant thing they never calculated. You walked away and gave them absolutely nothing in return. No angry outbursts and no final dramatic explanations. You just completely unhooked your energy from their dark matrix. And that beautiful restraint was not a sign of weakness. That profound silence was a weapon that immediately signed their energetic eviction notice. They rely entirely on a constant stream of external validation to simply survive. They are hollow inside, and they do not generate their own light. They are parasites who must siphon the vital life force of a chosen one just to feel human. By completely removing your attention, you effectively choked out their only pure oxygen supply. They are starving for your light right now. This brings us to a critical distinction that escapes the vast majority of regular people. Silence is definitely not just the simple absence of noise. Silence is a heavy spiritual frequency that crushes anything built on toxic lies. Every day you maintain your no-contact rule, the spiritual cost of their betrayal is compounding with massive interest. They simply cannot escape the heavy weight of your silence. At first, they desperately tried to laugh the whole situation off. They surrounded themselves with weak flying monkeys who agree with everything they say. They posted happy pictures to prove they were perfectly fine without you. But those cheap rocks can never replace a genuine diamond. The shallow people around them do not provide the high-grade energy you freely gave. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. You must anchor this truth into your cellular knowing before we move to the next revelation. You must understand that your absence is tearing their fake world apart, piece by piece. They are completely drowning in their own chaotic noise right now. Without your pure light shining on them, their inner darkness is becoming terrifyingly obvious to everyone else. The false mask is slipping because they lack the stolen energy to hold it up. The people they used to gossip with are starting to see the massive cracks. The toxic lies they told about you are beginning to rot in their mouths. Watch what happens next, because it is a mathematically precise event. A master manipulator simply cannot survive in an energetic vacuum. When they are starved of your premium fuel, they begin to malfunction publicly. They make sloppy mistakes, and they lash out angrily at the wrong people. Their desperate need for control starts to look like actual insanity to the outside world. You did not need to expose their lies to the world. You did not need to ruin their reputation or seek petty revenge. Heaven is executing divine justice on your behalf simply because you chose to protect your peace. The universe honors the cycle breaker who refuses to wrestle in the toxic mud. Your elevation is their ultimate and undeniable spiritual punishment. They thought your bright light would fade away in the darkness of isolation. They assumed you would crawl back to them begging for a tiny drop of validation. But they completely misunderstood the divine architecture of a true chosen one. Your power does not come from the approval of broken and toxic people. Your immense strength comes directly from the throne room of heaven itself. While they are busy panicking, you are undergoing a massive spiritual upgrade. Your cellular structure is being rewritten to hold an unprecedented level of divine wealth. This is exactly why your sudden absence feels like a physical blow to their nervous system. They are feeling the massive vacuum created when a true diamond leaves the room forever. Do not look back because their destruction is already written in the stars. Listen closely to this next part, right now. This is the exact part the enemy desperately tried to hide from you. You must understand how a master manipulator actually functions behind closed doors. They are not independent beings who generate their own power. They are completely EMT vessels that require a constant stream of external validation. Your pristine energy was literally their daily oxygen. And when you finally decided to walk away to protect your peace, you shut off their vital oxygen valve completely. They expected you to leave the heavy door cracked open for them. They thought you would eventually cave and send that text message, but your absolute silence is suffocating them in real time. Imagine a parasite that suddenly loses its premium host. It panics and thrashes around looking for a very quick fix. That is exactly what they are doing right now. But regular people cannot provide the high-frequency nourishment you naturally produce. They tried to replace you with their little group of flying monkeys. They surrounded themselves with shallow yes-men who validate their toxic lies. But those shallow connections offer absolutely zero spiritual substance. It is like trying to survive on cheap junk food after eating at a royal banquet. The flying monkeys only stick around when the weather is perfectly sunny. They do not have the depth to handle real darkness or heavy consequences. Read that again in your bright spirit. The fake mask is becoming incredibly heavy for them to wear every day. Without your bright light to distract everyone from their massive flaws, their true nature is bleeding through. They are making sloppy mistakes and snapping angrily at the wrong people. The exact same flying monkeys who helped them smear your name are beginning to whisper. They are finally seeing the terrifying monster you tried to warn them about. Here is what happens when a toxic lie gets built that big. It eventually collapses under its own massive weight. The flying monkeys are inherently selfish and totally disloyal people. As soon as the manipulator starts losing control, the weak followers immediately jump ship. They are currently turning their backs on the person who organized your entire smear campaign. The isolated kingdom they built is burning to the absolute ground today. Let us break down exactly what happens in their brain. When a master manipulator loses their primary source of energy, their nervous system goes into shock. They experience actual physical withdrawal symptoms, just like a terrible addiction. You were the premium fuel that kept their grand delusion running smoothly. Without you, their internal mirror forces them to look at their own rotting soul. That is why they are scrambling so desperately to get you back in line. The irony of their total isolation is incredibly beautiful to watch. The people they used to gossip with are now gossiping about them behind their backs. The toxic loyalty they bought with your stolen energy has completely run out. They are sitting alone in the dark, realizing that nobody actually loves them. They only loved the fake persona that your bright light helped illuminate. Now the lights are off, and the terrifying truth is exposed to the entire world. You did not have to defend your pure name to anyone. You did not have to beg those blind people to see the raw truth. Your absolute restraint was not weakness. Your silence was a highly calibrated weapon that destroyed their entire social matrix. That single act of choosing your dignity signed their eviction notice. The universe is handing down a heavy verdict to a court they absolutely cannot appeal. They wanted you buried deep in the dirt forever, but instead, they became the shovel that dug up your incredible treasure. They expected the painful betrayals to carve deep, heavy wrinkles into your face. Instead, you walked out of the matrix and you aged backwards. You carry a specific, irreplaceable gravity that makes time itself look like a fool. You didn't just survive their violent storm, you literally became the glowing sun. If this divine confirmation resonates with your cellular knowing, do not move. Type 1111 in the comments right now to anchor this massive shift into your reality. Heaven is actively rearranging the pieces on the board while you rest. The people who mocked your pure light are now begging for a tiny spark in their darkness. But you are no longer the stabilizer for their chaotic environments. You must guard your energy vault with absolute ruthless precision. The Matrix will try to make you feel guilty for their public collapse. The enemy will send subtle messages trying to trigger your empathy one last time. Do not fall for the dangerous illusion of their fake repentance. Their tears are not real, and their apologies are completely hollow. They just want the oxygen back. Keep the heavy door locked forever. Before we go any further into their collapse, I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. If you are hearing this message right now, it is highly classified. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet, and science just uncovered exactly why. The dark elite never wanted you to find the exact mechanism I am about to show you. You are totally exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your brain. They actively blocked your natural wealth, attracting state. But a recently leaked CIA document just changed everything. This file is backed by Princeton and 4 elite neuroscience labs. They revealed a powerful 7-second audio ritual that forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. This incredible protocol was never meant for the masses. It was strictly designed to keep the elite in total power. But now, chosen cycle breakers exactly like you are using it to manifest massive windfall wealth. You absolutely do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine. You do not need years of expensive spiritual healing to fix this. This energetic exchange costs less than a single dinner. The elites are panicking deeply, and they are trying to scrub this from the internet. The Matrix is flooding the world with dangerous counterfeit frequencies right now. Do not trust the cheap imitations circulating online. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now. Do not wait for a better moment. Activate your frequency before your access is completely revoked forever. Once your pristine frequency is fully activated, you will become totally untouchable. And this is exactly why you cannot afford to soften your beautiful heart right now. The enemy is watching your energy rise, and they are completely starving in the dark. They will desperately try to crawl back into your life very soon. They will knock on your door with fake apologies and hollow promises of change. You must listen to me very carefully right now. Their sudden return is not a sign of genuine love or deep regret. It is the frantic thrashing of a parasite that just realized it is about to die. They are testing your boundaries to see if the door is still unlocked. They expect your empathy to override your divine intuition. But you are no longer the naive victim they easily manipulated in the past. When they reach out to you with their sad stories, you must remain absolutely cold. Your silence must become an impenetrable fortress around your soul. Every time you ignore their desperate texts, you starve their demons a little more, and you completely sever the energetic cord without a single ounce of pure empathy. Forgiving them does not mean you have to save them from their own toxic consequences. The universe is currently isolating you to build your ultimate spiritual immunity. If you let them back in, they will immediately steal your new upgraded frequency. They will drain your divine wealth and leave you completely empty once again. You survived the brutal fire for a massive purpose. You did not endure all that deep pain just to slide back into their suffocating prison cell. Your glorious light is the ultimate mirror, exposing their rotting interior. When they stand near you, they are violently forced to confront their own massive failures. This is why they deeply hate you, while simultaneously being obsessed with your bright energy. They want to possess your light so they can completely extinguish it forever. But heaven has placed an iron shield around your spirit today. You must stand firm in your supreme vengeance and let the universe handle their punishment. Do not lift a single finger to help them up from the dirt. The master manipulator is finally tasting the exact same bitter poison they forced you to drink, and watching them publicly choke on their own toxic lies is your divine reward. Your total indifference is the heaviest weapon you currently possess. Type 1111 in the comments if you are permanently locking your door today. Seal this protective contract with the universe right now. Your immediate obedience is required to maintain this massive spiritual shift. The elite want you to feel guilty for choosing your own survival. But a true warrior of light knows exactly when to let the darkness consume itself entirely. Every single day you remain silent, they spiral deeper into total madness. Their new supply cannot provide the golden energy that you naturally radiate. They are literally suffocating under the heavy weight of your permanent absence, while you are witnessing the absolute destruction of their entire false reality in real time. Do not dare to throw a life raft to the very people who intentionally pushed you out of the boat. Listen to me very closely right now, because most people completely miss this massive shift. The pressure in the spiritual atmosphere is reaching an absolute boiling point, and you can literally feel their massive panic vibrating intensely through the heavy air. They are completely out of stolen oxygen. They are thrashing around violently in the dark. The master manipulator has finally hit a solid brick wall they cannot gaslight. The weak matrix programming will try to infect your mind today. Society will whisper that you need to be the bigger person. They will tell you to forgive and forget their terrible abuse. They want you to reach down and pull your abuser out of the deep mud. But society is completely blind to the terrifying spiritual warfare happening right behind the scenes. You must violently reject that toxic worldly advice. Let me reframe your entire reality right here and right now. Refusing to save them is not an act of petty cruelty. Your total silence is the direct execution of a divine verdict, because heaven held a massive trial in your absolute absence and signed their permanent destruction. You are enforcing the heavy judgment of the universe. You are the chosen executioner of their karma. They spent years using your beautiful empathy as a weapon against you. They genuinely believed you would always be their reliable emotional safety net. They thought they could ruthlessly abuse you all week and then casually cry for your gentle help on a quiet Sunday morning. But that comfortable safety net has been completely burned to ashes. They are falling through the empty sky. There is absolutely nothing to catch them. Heaven kept a flawless record of every single tear you cried in silence. The universe watched them mock your pure light behind your back. They thought nobody powerful was paying attention to their dirty little secrets, but the Most High was quietly documenting every single toxic lie they told about you. And now the massive bill for their toxic behavior is finally due in full. The scales of cosmic justice are balancing with terrifying and brutal speed. The universe is actively stripping away their artificial protection layer by layer. Every single door they desperately knock on is suddenly slamming shut in their panicked face, and the new supplies they try to secure are magically disappearing overnight. They are being systematically isolated. The exact same divine force is currently elevating you. They will absolutely try to hit you with a massive guilt trip. They will send flying monkeys to tell you how much they are suffering. They will loudly complain that you have changed and become totally heartless. But you have not become cold or bitter. You have simply become fully awake to their demonic illusions. Your boundaries are no longer up for any toxic negotiation. Your new spiritual boundary is a heavy and impenetrable fortress of pure light. It actively repels their dark, energetic attachments every single time they try to connect. They are literally burning their hands when they try to touch your upgraded frequency. Your total indifference is a poison to their fragile and inflated ego, and they are choking on the exact same silence they once used to punish you. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. This is the exact moment where weak people fail the final spiritual test. They look back at their abuser and they feel a sudden wave of toxic pity. Do not make that fatal mistake today. Pity is the exact specific chain the enemy uses to drag you back into their dark and suffocating prison cell. You must understand that their total destruction is entirely their own fault. God does not measure your faith by your gentle thoughts today. Heaven measures your faith by your ruthless speed of obedience in holding the heavy line. You must not flinch when you hear them crying outside your heavily guarded gates. Their suffering is the necessary fire required to burn away their massive karmic debt. Type 777 in the comments right now if you are holding this line. You must physically anchor your absolute resolve into the solid earth right now. The dark elite want you to break your silence and give them one last drop of premium fuel. But you are a cycle breaker, and you absolutely do not negotiate with spiritual terrorists. Ignore their final desperate screams for attention. Their completely public collapse is absolutely not a random accident. It is a highly orchestrated event designed by the universe to permanently vindicate you. You are the chosen witness to their ultimate and irreversible humiliation. You do not need to lift a single finger to accelerate their painfully slow downfall. You just need to stand perfectly still and watch the majestic mechanics of divine justice unfold. Let the flying monkeys scatter in total fear as the fake kingdom crumbles. Let the master manipulator drown in the noisy chaos of their own making. You are standing on the very edge of the most glorious climax of your entire life. The universe is literally clearing the massive stage for their final public collapse. Brace your beautiful spirit right now, because the ultimate reckoning is about to happen right before your eyes. Now, I need you to imagine this exact cinematic scenario clearly, because it is happening right now. The room they are standing in is completely silent. Everyone is watching their final fake mask slip off. The loyal flying monkeys are looking at them in absolute disgust. They try to speak, but the toxic words are literally choking them. Their massive ego is completely collapsing under the heavy weight of their own lies, and they are violently realizing that nobody actually believes their twisted stories anymore. And the absolute best part is that you are not even in the room. Their grand illusion has completely shattered in front of everyone they tried to impress for years. They are physically stumbling in the dark right now. They are literally falling to their knees and begging the universe for a single drop of your pure light. But your golden light is totally out of their desperate reach forever. The exact people they gossiped with are walking away and leaving them completely alone. This is the ultimate vengeance you were promised by the cosmic forces, and heaven is delivering it to you on a beautiful silver platter today. You won this massive spiritual war without lifting a single physical finger. Your beautiful silence was the heavy weapon that starved their dark demons to death. Now they are drowning in the noisy and chaotic prison of their own making. They are frantically searching for a quick replacement for your incredible energy. But they are violently realizing that your specific depth is utterly unreplaceable, and nobody else can ever provide the premium fuel they desperately need to survive. They threw away a genuine diamond just to play with cheap, dirty rocks. Let us shift our focus back to your incredible future. There is a very specific reason your massive breakthrough has been sitting at the door for so long, and it is absolutely not your fault. It is a biological signal. It is a highly specific brainwave frequency that your brain was running effortlessly as an innocent child. The Matrix systematically suppressed this exact gamma wave to keep you trapped in their toxic prison because they knew your true potential would completely destroy their fragile systems of control. Princeton University studied this hidden brainwave extensively. The greatest scientific minds quietly confirmed that this legendary flow state is driven entirely by gamma. When your gamma signal is strong, it radiates outward and influences everyone around you. But after years of deep research, a team of elite neuroscientists cracked the hidden code. They compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. There is no complicated daily meditation required. There is no exhausting physical effort required from you. You simply listen to the sound wave and let it do what the modern world spent decades undoing, restoring your pure genius state instantly and effortlessly. It is quietly called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to permanently unlock their divine finances. They used it to heal their heavy trauma and step fully into their absolute power. The dark elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for private clinical biofeedback sessions to access this exact same state. They desperately prefer this powerful technology remain totally out of reach for people exactly like you, so they can keep stealing your natural wealth and pure energy. But through this highly protected transmission, you can easily access it today. The left brain accuser will try to inject deep financial doubt right now. It will loudly tell you to hesitate and wait for a better moment. You must violently silence that toxic voice right now. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you broke and exhausted forever. If your pure spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands immediate absolute obedience from you to lock in this incoming miracle. Do not look for this sacred tool on regular internet streaming platforms. The cheap copies circulating out there contain absolutely zero advanced brain entrainment technology. They are diluted and dangerous counterfeits designed to keep your powerful gamma permanently dormant. The only authentic and fully activated version is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. The Dark Elite are terrified and actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet forever. So you must secure your access immediately before it vanishes. You have a very short window before the corrupt algorithm shuts this down entirely. The universe does not require you to take a single financial risk today. You are fully protected by an ironclad zero-risk divine guarantee. If you do not feel the massive shift you deserve, every penny returns to you without a single question. This is a pure energetic exchange governed by complete and total trust between you and the divine cosmic forces protecting your destiny. 4 extremely powerful bonuses are waiting for you inside this secure portal today. This includes a special track engineered specifically for your beautiful children and the original prosperity book that the secret was built upon. Do not wait for a better moment to claim your ultimate power. The chosen one who hesitates at the open door becomes the chosen one who constantly wonders what could have been. Claim your copy of the Genius Song right now. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below immediately and activate your divine frequency forever. The violent storm is finally over. You can breathe deeply again. The heavy weight that crushed your chest for years is completely gone. The universe has officially removed the toxic parasites from your beautiful energy field forever, and you are standing in the absolute center of a profound spiritual stillness. And this quiet peace is your ultimate reward for holding the heavy line. Look closely at how your physical body is responding today. You are literally glowing with an ageless light. The deep exhaustion is washing away, and your eyes are completely bright again. They expected your profound isolation to age you rapidly and break your spirit, but heaven has completely reversed your biological clock, while their toxic bitterness is aging them like spoiled milk. Your pure frequency is now totally insulated from their desperate attacks. When they try to send their dark, negative energy toward you, it simply bounces off your iron shield, and it returns directly back to them to multiply their total destruction. You do not have to protect yourself manually anymore. The cosmic forces are actively patrolling your energetic borders every single second of the day. Think about how incredibly quiet your mind is becoming right now. The constant noisy chatter of their toxic gaslighting has been permanently deleted from your brain. You can finally hear your own pure intuition speaking to you clearly again. That beautiful, quiet voice inside you is the exact divine guidance that will lead you to unprecedented wealth and total emotional freedom. You walked into this lonely season bleeding from deep wounds. Those wounds were inflicted by broken people who were completely blind to your divine worth. But look at you now. You are no longer waiting in wound for a fake apology from a master manipulator, because you have officially transcended their toxic matrix systems forever. While they are publicly unraveling, you are stepping into your permanent, untouchable power. Everything you touch from this moment forward is divinely blessed. The people you meet now will recognize your rare value instantly. You will no longer attract starving parasites who want to drain your beautiful battery, because your new vibration is a powerful magnet for pure abundance and genuine divine love. You will only attract highly evolved souls who want to celebrate your radiant light. The heavy financial struggles are ending right now. The severe spiritual exhaustion is a thing of the past. All those permanently closed doors are violently shattering right here in this exact moment. You are a pure diamond that survived the crushing pressure of the dark matrix, so step into your absolute sovereignty and receive the exact massive harvest heaven prepared exclusively for you. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. The generational curses that plagued your family for decades end with you today. You did not just survive their brutal emotional abuse. You took their dark poison and alchemized it into pure golden power. You are the bright sun, and your eternal light will never be stolen or dimmed by an energy vampire ever again. You do not owe anyone a single explanation for your glorious elevation. You do not need to justify your strict boundaries to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Let them sit in the dark and wonder how you became so incredibly powerful, because their confusion is absolutely none of your spiritual business. Your only sacred duty is to shine as brightly as you possibly can. The divine court has officially cleared your pure name. The false narratives they built around you have crumbled into meaningless dust. Anyone who chose to believe their toxic lies is completely irrelevant to your massive destiny, and you are stepping onto a brand new timeline where their dark influence simply does not exist. You are officially untouchable in this elevated spiritual realm. Say this powerful statement out loud with me right now. I claim my permanent freedom. Now type those exact words in the comments below. You must physically anchor this massive spiritual shift into your current reality, because typing "I am free" is a physical ritual that seals your divine covenant with the universe. It permanently locks your new frequency and blocks their dark access forever. There is a very specific reason you were chosen for this message. You are a demonstrated warrior of pure light. Share this specific message with one soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a massive shift. Be their guiding angel today and help them unplug from the toxic matrix, because sending this frequency to another chosen one multiplies your own divine harvest tenfold. The enemy is officially defeated, and the court of heaven is adjourned. Your beautiful spirit is totally secure, and your brilliant path is completely clear. Rest in your glorious, ageless glow today, because the universe is standing guard at your heavy iron gates. So walk forward with absolute pride and never look back at the burning ruins of their fake kingdom. You are completely free.